Welcome, yogis. I'm Jenna and have Felix here as my co-yogi. Today we're going to be going through a new moon flow, which you can essentially do at any new moon of the year. And we'll have a lot of expansive, big movement, a lot of heart opening, a lot of hip opening so that you feel the energy of the fresh and the new beginnings of this time point of the month. And we'll finish off with a little meditation. So you'll probably need 1 or 2 blocks if you're used to practicing with blocks. Otherwise, we can get started in child's pose. So come a little bit more towards the back end of your mat so you have some space to move forward. Big toes touching, knees as wide as the mat, and let the upper body rest in between the legs. Close the eyes. Notice how you feel right now. Becoming aware of the body. Becoming aware of the state of your mind. Just accepting whatever it is. Becoming aware of the breath, and notice how it informs you even more of your state right now. See if you could soften the body a little bit more as you're laying here. Let's take 3 clearing breaths together. Through your nose, take a big breath in, all the way up, fill up the belly, the ribs, the chest, a little pause at the top, hold. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Little pause at the bottom. Then again, inhale, big breath in. Hold at the top, let the air spread throughout your body. Open your mouth and release the breath. Good. Little pause at the bottom. One more. The biggest breath you've taken today. Fill up all the way to the top. Pause and hold. Taking an extra sip of air. And exhale, let it all go. Now seal the lips. Breathing in and out through the nose, right away begin to deepen the breath. Begin to slow down the breath. In this practice today, your breath can be a little bit softer than Ujjayi, but it's still strong, it's still focused, equal inhales to equal exhales. You can take a moment to ask your heart, your intuition, what is it that I need right now? And maybe set that as your focus for the practice. Take 3 more breaths, really solidifying the connection to the breath. Next inhale, walk the hands a little bit further forward, ground onto the fingertips, onto the palms. Tuck your chin in, round the spine. Inhale, roll forward, cat-like in the back. As you exhale, tuck the toes under. Maybe you need to readjust the knees underneath the hips, drop the belly, and push the hips back. So it's kind of like a waving cat-cow. Inhale, wave forward, tuck the chin in, squeeze the belly in. Exhale, arch the spine, pull the heart through, and push the hips back. Inhale, wave forward. You can move at your own pace. Exhale, lean back, pull the heart through. Big breaths, big movements. You can make it your own. It doesn't have to look like ours. Just really feeling into your body, moving intuitively, mobilizing the spine, and building that awareness on how you feel right now. Let's take 2 more. And the next time you roll forward, on your exhale, drop the belly, pull the heart through, lower the chest and chin onto the floor. Inhale, come lay flat on the mat, untuck the toes, bring your forehead onto the mat, fingertips tent on to the floor next to the mat, elbows point up. Press the tops of the feet, all of the toenails onto the mat. As you inhale, lift the chest, peel the head off of the floor. Exhale, wave it down. Take it as high as it feels good to you. Inhale, wave up, striking cobra. Exhale, wave it down. Keep pressing the tops of the feet onto the mat. Inhale, wave up, head lifts last. Exhale, wave it down. Hands next to the chest. Tuck the toes under, hips onto your heels, extended child's pose. Inhale, wave forward, round through the spine. As you exhale, arch the spine, and this time as you push the hips back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a full breath out. Feel free to adjust the distance between your hands and your feet to really become grounded here. Inhale, round the spine, wave forward, high plank. As you exhale, soften the knees, hips back and up, downward facing dog. 2 more like this. Inhale, wave it forward. Use the whole inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave it forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. See if you can point the tailbone high up to the sky. This time, as you inhale, pause in high plank, wave forward. Exhale, lower the knees, keep the toes tucked under, and come standing on your knees. Place the hands onto your lower back, fingertips point up, roll the shoulders back, hug the elbows into the midline. Take a big breath in, pull the heart high up. As you exhale, lean back a little bit, just a tiny bit, we're still warming up. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extended child's pose. Inhale, wave forward. Angry cat through the spine. Exhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, downward facing dog. Knees lift at the bottom of the exhale. So that's our sort of flow, in between flow, vinyasa in between the shapes. Keep that in mind. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. So no chaturangas in this practice. Feels probably good for most of you. Inhale the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. 3 breaths here. See if you can point the right knee a little bit higher up to the sky. Let the right heel fall towards your left buttock. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale back to 3-legged dog. See if you can extend the leg a little bit further back. Exhale, knee to nose and step the foot through. Gently lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, lower the hands onto your lower back. Same thing, fingertips point up. Roll the shoulders back. Let the shoulder blades come close together. And use your hands to pull your tailbone down so you get a beautiful opening on the whole front line of the body. 2 more breaths here. See if you could relax your shoulders down a little bit more. Let the elbows come closer together. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the hands, let them frame the right foot. Right hand comes on the inside of the right foot. You can be on the fingertips or hand can be on a block. Rotate the left foot over to the right. Inhale the left hand up, modified side angle. Use that outer right arm to push the right knee out, and you get a really juicy opening on the inner right thigh, the inner right leg. See if you can tuck your tailbone under, expand through the left hip flexor. Breathe in, see if you can reach your left fingertips a little bit higher. As you exhale, let the left hand lead the movement. Left hand to the back of the mat. Extend your right leg. Right toes point over to the left. Right arm up and over, pointing to the back of the mat. Keep the tailbone tucked under. Big opening through the right side of the body. Breathe in. Exhale, windmill the right hand onto the right leg, gate pose, left arm up and over. Feel free to wiggle that right foot a little bit more forward if you'd like more space here. Breathe in. Exhale, half splits to the top of the mat. Left toes point back. Feel free to use blocks underneath the hands. Walk the fingertips underneath the shoulders. We'll wave with the spine a little bit. Inhale, pull the heart through. As you exhale, see if you can fold a little bit deeper. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold and surrender. Maybe walk the hands forward. Inhale, extend, heart through. Exhale, surrender down. Take a breath in. Exhale fully. Inhale, find a neutral long spine. Bend the right knee. Frame the right foot with your hands. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. You can walk your fingertips a little bit further forward. Inhale, step the left foot forward. Come halfway up, lengthen. Left fingertips underneath your nose. Soften the left knee. Extend the right leg and take it to your own degree. Inhale the right hand up. Option to stay here. Maybe place your right hand on your lower back, fingertips point back, or reach for the left hip crease with the right hand. Just make sure you have equal weight pressure on both of your feet so your hips don't bump too much over to the left. Breathe in, roll the right shoulder back. As you exhale, slowly unravel. Soften both knees, round the spine. Inhale, roll up in 3, 2, 1. At the top, exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Open the palms forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale the arms high. Exhale, cactus the arms. See if you can find a little back bend here. Breathe in. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders back. Take a big breath in. Push the hips forward. Exhale, fold. Keep the arms. Inhale, halfway up. Pull the knuckles to the back of the mat. Exhale, drop the fingertips down. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees. Keep the toes tucked under and come standing on your knees. Place the hands on your lower back, fingertips point up, roll the shoulders back, breathe in. Exhale, baby camel leaning back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extended child's pose. Inhale, roll forward, cat-like through the spine. Exhale, drop the belly, arch the spine, hips back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale the left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. 2 breaths here. See if you can point the left knee high up to the sky. Let the left heel fall to your right buttock a little bit more. Inhale back to 3-legged dog, re-extend. Exhale, knee to nose and step it through. Gently lower the back knee, untuck the back toes. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands on your lower back, fingertips point up. Take a moment to roll the shoulders back, let the shoulder blades kiss. Elbows come closer towards one another. Let the hips sink down a little bit deeper. Use those hands on your lower back to point the tailbone a little bit more towards the floor, lengthening the lower back. Breathe in, Breathe out. Let the hands frame the left foot. Bring the left hand on the inside of the left foot. You can be on the fingertips or on a block. Rotate the right foot over to the left side. Feel free to readjust the legs a little bit. Inhale the right hand up. Extended side angle, modified. Tuck your tailbone under. You can use the outer left arm to push the left knee out so you get a bit more sensation on the inner left leg. Take a big breath in. See if you can reach the right fingertips a little bit higher. As you exhale, let the right fingertips lead the movement. Right hand to the back of the mat. Extend the left leg. Lift the left hand up. Really ground onto the outer edge of that left foot. Keep the tailbone tucked under so you expand through the front of the body. Big breath in. See if you can find a little bit more length. As you exhale, gate pose, windmill the left hand onto your left thigh, right arm up and over. Long line through the right side of the body. Beautiful. Breathe in. Exhale, half splits to the top of the mat. Right toes point back. Feel free to readjust the legs. Walk the fingertips underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, surrender down. Relax your head and the neck. Inhale, open. Exhale, close the shape. Inhale, lengthen, pull the heart through. Exhale, surrender. Pause here, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come halfway up. Rebend the left knee, hands frame the left foot, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Walk your fingertips a little bit past the left toes. Inhale, spring forward, halfway up. Right hand underneath your nose. Soften the right knee, extend the left leg to your best ability. Inhale the left hand up. You can have the left hand reaching high or onto your lower back, fingertips point back, or maybe reach towards the right hip crease. Make sure you have equal weight pressure on both of your feet so you don't lean too much over to the right. Roll the left shoulder back, breathe in. Exhale, return to center, fold, bend both knees, round the spine. Inhale, roll up in 3, 2, 1. At the top, exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Breathe in, mountain pose, feeling grounded. Breathe out. Inhale, reach the hands up and over, lengthen out. Exhale, cactus the arms. Maybe you can add a little bit more of a back bend this time. Breathe in. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your back. Pull the knuckles towards the floor behind you. Breathe in. Exhale, maybe soften the knees and fold. Inhale, come halfway up, knuckles towards the back of the mat. Exhale, release the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees, keep the toes tucked under, come standing on your knees. Baby camel, hands onto your lower back, breathe in. Exhale, push the hips forward, activate the glutes and lean back. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extended child's pose, surrender down. Inhale, roll forward, round through the spine. Exhale, arch through the spine, hips back, downward facing dog. At the bottom of the exhale, the knees lift. Breathe in. Breathe out, making sure you're fully connected to your breath, and know that at any point throughout the practice, you can come back to child's pose. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. See if you have a little bit more space this time around. Breathe in, point the right knee higher. Exhale, relax the right heel down. Inhale, back to three-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, knee to nose and step it through. Ground the back heel onto the mat. Have a heel to heel alignment so you have a bit more space through the hips. Right fingertips in front of the right foot. Maybe you're on a block. Inhale, shoot the left fingertips to the sky. Sink deep into your right knee. If this is way too much right now, you can put a block underneath the right hand. Choose whether you want to look up or down, just making sure that the neck is neutral. Tuck your chin in a little bit, connecting the head and the heart. Breathe in. Exhale, maybe sink a little bit deeper. Gather the center of the body, the side of the body. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand up and over. Exhale, Trikonasana, begin to straighten the right leg. The right hand lands wherever it wants to land today. Left hand to the sky. Here, try to tuck your tailbone under and find equal length through the bottom side of your body and the top side. So the right side will want to sort of crunch in and close. See if you can find a little bit more length through the right side of the body. Inhale, lift the left fingertips a little bit higher. Exhale, start to soften the right knee, right fingertips in front of the right toes, setting up for half moon. Maybe just take a baby hop with the left foot forward first, and then inhale, fly. Option to play with sugar cane here, if you're comfortable with that, if you feel balanced today, and just knowing it's totally fine to fall as well. Don't take it so seriously. 2 more breaths here. One more breath in if you're in sugar cane. Exhale, slowly release. Begin to soften the right knee. Take a big step back, setting up for reverse pyramid. Inhale the right hand up and over. As you exhale, soften the right knee. Windmill the left hand onto the inside of the right foot. Pick up the left heel off of the mat. Inhale the right hand up. Twisted lunge. You want to make sure that the left hand is a little bit in front of the left shoulder, so you have good support here, good stability. Take a breath in. See if you can lift the right fingertips a little bit higher. As you exhale, turn all of your toes over to the right side, flex through the feet. Might be that you need to slide the right foot a bit more back. You get a juicy opening on the right outer hip. Let the hips hover, the right fingertips towards the back of the mat. Firm onto the outer edges of the feet. Inhale, lift the hips, right fingertips towards the top of the mat. As you exhale, let the hips hover, reach to the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more, inhale, lift. Pause here. You can stay here. This is kind of like a side plank variation. If you want more, you can stack the right foot on top of the left one and really try to find a big opening through the right side of the body by lifting the left hip high off of the mat. Take a breath in. As you exhale, in any way that really feels playful for you right now, step the right foot to the top of the mat. You can carry it there, you can float it there. Walk the fingertips a little bit further from the right toes. Inhale, step forward, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Round through the spine, inhale, roll up in 3, 2, 1. At the top, exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale the arms high, lengthen out. Exhale, bend at the elbows, cactus. Breathe in, squeeze the glutes forward. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your back. Take a big breath in, chase the floor with your knuckles. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, come halfway up, reach the hands back. Exhale, release the hands underneath the shoulders, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees, come standing on your knees. Baby camel, hands on your lower back, breathe in, pull the heart up. Exhale, leaning back, squeeze the glutes, point the tailbone down. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extended child's pose, relax. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, arch the spine, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe sigh it out through the mouth to release any heat. Inhale the left leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. See if you have a little bit more space this time around. Inhale the left knee a bit higher. Exhale, relax the left heel a bit lower. Inhale, back to 3-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, knee to nose and step the foot through. Ground the back heel onto the mat. back heel onto the mat. You want to have a heel to heel alignment to have a bit more space for the hips. Left hand on the inside of the left foot. Inhale the right hand up. Extended side angle. Bend deeply into the left knee. Tuck your tailbone under so you can open up a little bit more into the right hip flexor. Choose whether it feels better for you to look up or down, just tucking the chin in a little bit, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reach the right hand a little bit higher. Exhale, maybe soften the left knee a little bit deeper. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, Trikonasana. Extend the left leg, let the left hand land wherever it wants to land today, maybe using a block, and try to find that equal length through the left side of the body and the right side of the body. So feel the left hip crease pulling back and your left armpit pulling forward. Breathe. One more breath in. Exhale, start to soften the left knee. Look down to feel stable, setting up for half moon. Maybe take a baby hop with the back foot forward first and then inhale, fly. Stacking the right hip on top of the left one. If you'd like to play with sugar cane, feel free to bend the right knee, reach for the ankle or the foot. Focus, breathe, allow the body to expand. Inhale. Exhale, if you're in sugar cane, slowly release, begin to bend the left knee, take a big step back, setting up for reverse pyramid. Inhale, reverse, left leg is straight. As you exhale, bend the left knee, windmill the right hand onto the mat, left hand up, pick up the right heel, twisted lunge. You want to have the right hand a little bit more in front of the shoulder so you have good stability as we move forward. You're high up on the back toes. Take a big breath in, reach up a little bit higher. As you exhale, turn all of your toes over to the left side, fallen lunge. Maybe you need to move that left foot a bit more back, let the hips sink down. Left hand towards the back of the mat. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the hand to the top of the mat, big rainbow. As you exhale, let the hips hover, reach back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, really press onto the outer edges of the feet. Inhale, lift. Pause here. You can stay here and work with lifting the hips or stack the left foot on top of the right one, side plank. And I really want you to find a big rainbow through the left side of the body. So reach the left hand forward and lift the right hip a little bit higher. Breathe in. As you exhale in any way that feels fun for you right now, step the left foot to the top of the mat. Hands frame the left foot. Inhale, step the right foot forward, come halfway up. Exhale, fold, release. Tuck the chin in, round the spine. Inhale, roll up in 3, 2, 1. Exhale at the top, roll the shoulders back, palms forward, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale the arms high, lengthen out. Exhale, cactus the arms. Breathe in. Exhale, interlace the hands behind your back. Try to press the palms together. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Keep the heart open. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, release the hands underneath the shoulders and step it back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. And a complete breath out. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees, setting up for your baby camel. Hands onto your lower back. Take a big breath in. Exhale, leaning back, squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, roll forward, shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, drop the belly, hips back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and a complete breath out, maybe sighing it out. Inhale the right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale back to 3-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, knee to nose and step the foot through. You might need to hop the back foot a little bit more forward. We're setting up for triangle. You want the left toes pointing to the front left corner of your mat. Both legs are straight, maybe a bend in the right knee, at least a micro bend so you can really activate through the whole thigh, the whole leg. Pull the right hip back and the left hip forward. We'll just find a little wave-like motion again through the spine. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, fold. You can have your hands on blocks. Inhale, lengthen, pull your tail back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen, pull the heart forward, lengthen your neck. Exhale, fold. Take a big breath in. Exhale, see if you can surrender a little bit deeper. Inhale, come halfway up. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. You can choose where you want to have the left hand. Maybe it's on a block, maybe it's on the right ankle, maybe it's to the outside of the right foot. First, just bring your right hand onto the right hip crease and pull that hip crease more back in space. Notice how this helps you twist and also increases the sensation on the right hamstring. And then inhale, lift the right hand up. If you want more, you can have the right hand onto your lower back and sort of use this to neutralize the lower back. Wringing out the body, making space for the new. Breathe in. As you exhale, slowly unravel. Frame the right foot with your hands. Soften the right knee. Hop the left foot a little bit more back so you end up in low lunge. Inhale, step it back. Downward facing dog. Exhale here. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees. Come standing on your knees. Baby camel, breathe in. Lengthen. As you exhale, a little back bend. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, extended child's pose. Inhale, wave forward, tuck the chin in. Exhale, drop the belly, point the tailbone up, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in and a complete breath out. Inhale the left leg, high three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, back to three-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, knee to nose and step it through. You probably want to shorten your stance. Hop the right foot a little bit more forward. Ground the outer edge of the foot onto the mat. Ground the heel onto the mat. Right toes point to the front right corner of your mat. Maybe a little bend or a big bend in the left knee. Hands frame the left foot. Hands can be on blocks. Inhale, lengthen. Heart forward, tail back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Relax your neck completely. Inhale, lengthen. Think of a wave rippling forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Right hand will remain on the mat, maybe on your left ankle, maybe to the outside of the left foot. Bring your left hand onto the left hip crease and use this to pull the hip back in space, squaring the hips. And then inhale, lift the left hand up. If you want, you can have the left hand on your lower back, fingertips point back, checking that the lower back is neutral. Really press firmly onto the outer edge of the back foot. That's where the power here comes from. Big breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Take a baby hop with the right foot back, ending up in low lunge. Inhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Exhale here. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees, setting up for baby camel. Hands onto the lower back, breathe in, pull the heart up. Exhale, leaning back, keep looking forward. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, extended child's pose. Inhale, wave forward. Exhale, drop the belly, push the hips back, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Maybe sign out, clearing the slate. Inhale the right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, back to three-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, sit up for half pigeon. You can try to bring the right shin bone square to the top of the mat and flex the foot, or maybe the heel a bit closer to your body and point the foot. If you have a lot of space between your right hip and the floor, put a block there so you can just sit and rest. But really press all of the toenails of the back foot onto the floor so that there is no sickling in the ankle. Take a breath in. Pull the heart forward, roll the shoulders back. Bring the hands next to the mat, kind of like in striking cobra. As you exhale, wave it down. Inhale, come back up. Think of a wave through the spine. As you exhale, wave it down, bend the elbows. One more. Inhale, come up, head lifts last. As you exhale, wave it down. See if you can create a little bit more length through the spine. And this time we rest in pigeon. Take your variation. See if you could soften the forehead. Relax your jaw. Shoulders away from the ears. Embracing this moment in stillness. We're going to take 5 more breaths in pigeon. I'm going to give you an option to take a twist. So if you're very comfortable here, extend your hand forward, come sort of halfway up. Thread the left arm underneath the right armpit, left shoulder, left side of your head, come onto the mat. Right hand can be forward, maybe to your lower back, palm faces up, maybe reaching for the right big toe. If this doesn't work out for you, feel free to release it. 2 more breaths. If you're twisting, start to unravel, come back to the center, plant the hands onto the floor. Inhale, rise. If you had a block underneath the right buttock, set it to the side. Press the hands onto the mat underneath the shoulders, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, lift the right knee to your chest, just so that you can place it down at the midline of the mat. Right foot over to the left knee behind the right one, left foot over to the right. See if you can sit in between the feet, coming into shoelace. If you end up sitting on the left foot, might be an option for you to sit on a block or extend the left leg. That's the bottom leg. If you want more sensation, you can heel toe the feet forward. Try to have the knees in one line. Inhale, reach the left hand up. Exhale, bend at the elbows. See if you can loop the right hand from underneath. Maybe you clasp, maybe not. Maybe just grab your shirt, your ponytail. Try to point the left elbow high and rest the back of your skull onto the left forearm. Tuck in your chin a little bit. Roll the right shoulder back. Let the hips ground onto the floor. Inhale. Exhale, unravel the arms. Maybe you stay here. If you feel like you have the space, fold over the legs. If you're on a block, better to stay seated on the block and work with that. Inhale yourself halfway up if you're folding. Walk yourself over towards the right side and fold as far as it feels good to you. Let the head hang heavy, shoulders away from the ears. Feel the left hip pulling back and notice how this opens up through the whole left side of your body. Inhale halfway up, travel to the center and over to the left side and fold as far as it feels good to you. This time feel the right hip pulling back, really grounding onto the floor, opening up through the right side of the body, the right hip. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, walk yourself to the center. Just one more breath in the center. Take it to your own degree, however deep you'd like. Inhale, come back up to seated if you were folding. So pay attention. Start to turn over the left shoulder and follow this direction, follow this movement. Step it back into downward facing dog. So now you're to the back of the mat. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees. This time, extended child's pose. Inhale, come seated on the heel, so you're like in toe squat. Right hand onto your right heel. Inhale, lift the hips, reach the left arm up and over. Dancing camel. As you exhale, sink the hips down, sweep over to the other side, left hand onto your left heel. Inhale, lift. Exhale, over to the right. 2 more times each side. And really see if you can expand the back bend a little bit more each round. Check what feels better for your neck to look up or down. Remember to keep the glutes active. And when you're finished, come to center, extended child's pose. Inhale, wave forward. Exhale, drop the belly, hips back and up, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale the left leg, high 3-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale, back to 3-legged dog, hips are square. Exhale, setting up for pigeon. You can bring the shin bone a bit more square to the top of the mat or the heel closer towards your body and point the foot. If there's space between your left buttock and the floor, put a block there. Bring the fingertips on the outsides of the mat, tent onto the fingertips. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, see if you can open the heart space a little bit more. As you exhale, wave the chest down. Bend at the elbows. Inhale, wave up. Exhale, wave it down. Inhale, wave up, chin untucks last. Exhale, wave it down. See if you can really pull the heart forward and through, and pause here, folding in pigeon. Try to press all of the toenails of the back foot onto the floor, feeling the back leg extend behind you. Soften the forehead, relax your jaw, separate the back teeth a little bit. You can stay here, or for the next 5 breaths, come halfway up and thread the right arm underneath the left armpit. Right shoulder, right side of your head, come onto the mat. Choose what you want to do with the left hand, either onto your lower back or towards the left toes. Two more breaths. If you're twisting, start to unravel, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, lift the upper body up. Press the hands onto the floor, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Inhale, lift the left knee to your chest, just so that you can align it to the midline of the mat. Left foot over to the right, right knee behind the left one, right foot over to the left. Sit in between your feet. If that's not available for you, put a block underneath your bum and sit on it. If you'd like more sensation, you can walk the feet forward more. Inhale the right hand up. Bend the elbow. Drop the fingertips in between the shoulder blades. Loop the left hand from underneath. Maybe you can clasp. Try not to force anything. If it if it compromises the form and if it makes you round and hunch through the left shoulder, really just loosen up the grip. Let any ego go here and make the shape work for your body. Try to point the right elbow up, rest the back of the skull on the right forearm, roll the left shoulder back. Inhale. Exhale, slowly release, unravel the arms. You can stay here or fold down on top of the legs. Release the neck completely, let the head hang. Inhale yourself halfway up, walk over to the left, so towards the bottom foot, and fold. Try to ground the right hip firm onto the floor and feel this open up the right side of your body. Inhale, come halfway up, travel to the center, over to the other side, towards the right side, and fold. Release the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, come to the center. One more breath, fold down the center. Inhale, roll up to seated. This time, you'll turn over the right shoulder back to the top of the mat and follow that movement. Step the feet back, downward facing dog. Inhale, wave forward, high plank. Exhale, lower the knees, hips to your heels, extended child's pose. Come seated on your heels. Left hand onto your left heel. Inhale, push the hips forward and up, right hand up and over. As you exhale, sit the hips back down and sweep over to the other side. Right hand onto your right heel. Inhale, lift, and exhale to sweep. 2 more times each side, moving at your own pace. This should feel really nice in the hip flexors and in the front of the body after all of those folds. So try to tuck the tailbone under to expand through the hip flexors. Finishing up on the right side one more time. And then you can just sit onto your heels, untuck the toes, and find a comfortable seat. So maybe that is hero's pose for you. Cross-legged is fine as well. If you want, you can sit on a block. Just make sure you have a nice long spine. Bring your hands onto your lap, palms face up. Close the eyes if you haven't done so already. Notice how you feel. Diving deep into the inhales. Let yourself ground and center with the exhales. Notice how the body feels, how the energy is flowing throughout the body. Become aware of what you have been able to shed away and release throughout the practice. Maybe it's tension, maybe it's physical discomfort. Maybe you notice that the mind has slowed down, shedding away all the racing thoughts. Notice how the energy has dropped down from your head into your heart space. Maybe you feel really rooted through your sits bones, through the tail of your body. Since the time of the new moon, it's a space for initiation. It's an invitation to cultivate something new, plant seeds. I want you to connect to something that you'd love to build, create, or cultivate in the next 6 months. Try not to overthink it, really just choosing the first thing that pops into your head. That's your intuition speaking. And really breathe into that. Giving life to this intention with your breath. Now place your right hand on top of your heart space and your left hand on top. So both hands on top of the chest, shoulders are relaxed. Feel your heart space open, ready to give, ready to receive. Feel it soft, maybe even vulnerable and strong at the same time. Now imagine this intention that came to you. Imagine it condensed into a tiny little seed. Take this seed and plant it into your heart, deep into your heart. Feel it settle there and feel it begin to grow roots into your heart. Really establishing the foundation to what you're ready to grow into the next 6 months. Planting the seed of your creations into your heart. These roots are growing firm onto your heart, anchoring this intention into your being. And make the commitment right now, here in this moment, to follow your heart's pull, your heart's whispers when you go on with your life in the next 6 months and beyond. Let your heart pull and guide you towards the right direction for you. Take 3 more deep breaths here, really sealing in this experience for you. And when you're ready, you can release the hands, come lay down on your back, Shavasana. Take your time. Make yourself comfortable. Use any props that feel good for you. Maybe some blocks underneath the knees. Maybe a folded blanket underneath the head. Possibly something to cover the eyes. Eyes are closed. Let's take 3 more clearing breaths together. Through your nose, take a full breath in. Little pause at the top. Open your mouth and let it go. Again, breathe in, fill up all the way to the top. Notice how much space you have in the body. Pause at the top. Exhale, release that breath. One more big breath in. Pause, hold, and exhale, let it go. Seal the lips, allow the body to become fully heavy. Feel yourself supported by the ground. Nothing you need to do here, just allowing the benefits of the practice sink into your being. And committing to just being here with yourself for a couple more minutes, at least. Enjoying this pause, this space between what you have just wrapped up and what you're about to begin. Enjoying this stillness in between. So I'm going to leave you here to rest. Take as long as you need to. And really try to maintain this energy that you've cultivated throughout your practice as you step into your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. It was my honor. Namaste.